To play a man at his own game, you have to be a copycat. You have to copy him. Because if you don't copy him, he will copy you and your whole personality. Why do you think y'all be falling in love so fast? Because you're falling in love with your personality. That's it. It has nothing to do with that man.
Welcome back to the Black Tea Podcast, where we discuss life, relationships, and faith through a Christian lens. Today, we're diving into the world of dating dynamics inspired by some modern advice that's been circulating online. Now, I'm not going to name any specific channels, but I have come across some interesting takes on mirroring behavior in relationships, and I have some thoughts.
So, when a man approaches you, you have to understand he's ready to copy you. If you want him to be in your presence, he will copy you. See, these men be knowing what women want in a man. They be knowing this. That's why they try to copy your behavior. They try to copy your personality. They try to copy what you like. They try to follow what you don't like. And that's how y'all be getting wrapped around these men's finger. But if you start copying them, they're going to be the ones wrapped around your finger. See, these men, they think logically, but when it comes to matching energy or mirroring that behavior, they get real lost and confused. Because a lot of men want to be in fantasy. So if you give them that fantasy, if you give them that idea that they may get something in return, oh, you got them wrapped around your finger. They can't tell the difference. They can't. See, women, y'all can tell the difference. Y'all just choose not to because you want to be delusional. You want to be delusional. But these men, they can't tell the difference when you give them fantasy, when you start copying them.
As always, let's first address this idea of mirroring someone's actions in a relationship. The concept suggests that if a man pulls away, a woman should also pull away, and if he doesn't initiate, neither should she. While I understand the intention is to protect one's emotional energy and to avoid appearing overly eager, this approach, in my opinion, can be problematic. As Christians, we're called to a higher standard of love and interaction, one that's characterized by grace, patience, and genuine care for others.
So take your power back and use what they do to you back on them. It's like a mirror. So you just hold up the mirror to them and just do exactly what they have been doing. You know, if it's okay for them to do it, it's okay for you to do. Okay, if it's okay for them to do, this is called, this is the true equality.
This is what it looks like to be in your feminine energy when you're dating a man. When you find that he is pulling away, that you mirror his behavior, which means you step back. Stepping back is stepping into your feminine energy, not allowing your anxiety to take over the whole situation, not allowing yourself to pursue him and try and find an answer when he is showing you that he is pulling back, and trusting that in due time, he will either come back and explain himself, that you guys could potentially have a healthy communication about it, or simply that he is not for you. And in this time, you will focus on yourself, your full life, instead of putting so much energy into him.
I believe that when we are overly focused on games and who is doing what, we miss the essence of authentic connection. The problem with tit for tat, this mirroring strategy can easily devolve into a tit for tat mentality. The approach can become manipulative and transactional. We're supposed to love others with a sincere heart, not as a way to elicit a particular response from them. If the goal is to win a relationship game, then the relationship will ultimately become about power and control rather than mutual love and respect.
Mirror his energy, girl. This will save you so much energy and heartbreak in the beginning. Just do what he does. Not to play a game, but we as women are not supposed to be the ones pursuing and setting up all the dates and setting up all the plans. You follow his lead. If a man is interested, he will show you. You don't get a text? What's the number? I forgot. You don't get a call? why would you even think about clicking on that man's name to call him? If he's not trying to set up a date, why would you ask him, so when are we going out? Pay attention to his actions. A man's actions speak volumes. Do not listen to just the words. Mirror his behavior, and you will see immediately if he is intentional, if he actually wants to spend time with you, if he actually wants to see you, he will make the move. And that's going to take so much stress off of you because you just respond. I'm not telling you to never reach out first, but just match his energy. If you want to send him something funny you saw during the day, send him something funny. You develop that rapport together. But if you find you're the main one always reaching out first, you were in the wrong position and that man really doesn't like you that much.
Mirroring a man and responding to his actions prevents you from chasing. What we mean by mirroring is not initiating contact with a guy unless he's initiated contact with you. It's responding to someone. He texts, you text him back. He calls, you call him back. He says, I want to see you, say, I'd love to see you. He initiates, you respond. If you reverse that because you're anxious or you're needy or you're lonely or because he's your favorite guy and you're afraid he's not going to contact you, so you contact him, now you've reversed the energy that we're looking for in a relationship where a man engages in courtship behavior, where a man demonstrates to you through his actions that he desires you, wants to see you, wants to escalate the relationship. So you never want to chase some guy down. You never have to remind him you're alive. Mirroring, which is responding to men as they initiate with you rather than initiating with them. Very important for early phase dating because you want to be the catch. You want to be the CEO. He has to be the intern.
The importance of initiative and communication. Yes, I believe men should lead, but that doesn't mean women should be passive. Scripture encourages us to speak the truth in love. If a concern is being felt in a relationship, it is better to address it honestly and respectfully. This constant back and forth approach can hinder honest and genuine communication. The video excerpts also address how men, according to the speaker, tend to copy the woman's behavior when they first meet. The speaker also says that men may also struggle with mirroring or matching energy.
I call it the mirror effect. So if you kind of mirror people in their body language or the way you listen to them, it almost hypnotizes people. And because we're all narcissists, which is something I talk about once again in my new book, we all have that narcissistic side to ourselves. When another person is reflecting back to us the same kind of looks, the same body language, the same values, the same ideas, it's incredibly seductive. We fall under their spell. And the opposite has the opposite effect. You know, some people don't like this because they say, God, I have to be an actor. I have to be something I'm not. I have to be artificial. But acting is actually kind of an exciting thing to learn. It's like a skill like any other skill. And being able to perform out in public is actually a liberating thing.
Ladies, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this one time. Pull your energy back. Detach. When you learn the law of detachment, anything you want comes to you easily because you're not attracted to it. You get what I'm saying? And I mean this specifically when it comes down to a man. If you're constantly thinking about that man, you constantly want that man to text you, or whatever the case is, that man can feel that. People feel energy. Energy is real, okay? You can't deny energy is a real thing, okay? When you pull that energy back, when you take yourself out of the equation, when you release and don't argue, don't fight, don't scream, don't yell, don't do none of the things that you used to do no more. You just pull your energy away. I promise you they come running back. And let me tell you another thing. They always come back. That man that you crying over right now, he's going to always come back. Now, it's just up to you if you want to be a fool again and take that man back or not. We done all been a fool before. But I'm just telling you right now, the moment that you pull your energy back, you don't even have to act crazy. You don't have to do none of that. Y'all, listen to me. Don't look like a fool. Don't send that man 30 paragraphs. Don't even do it. Pull your energy back and remember who you are. Pull it back. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. A man cannot take rejection. Then they cannot take when you pull your energy back. They know something is up. Oh, and let me tell you another thing. If a man is always accusing you of doing something, it's because he's doing it too. He's doing it. He's telling on himself. That conscience is eating him up because he's thinking that you're doing what he's doing or that you know what he's doing. Don't even argue. This is not the year to argue with nobody, especially no man. Pull your energy back and watch. Like I said, they always come back. They always do, y'all. But pull your energy back with this situation, that man, whatever you got going on. Stop trying to make him see what he did. If you keep telling him what he did, he's only going to try to fix it because you brought it up. If you pull it back, he gonna know. He gonna feel it. Trust me.
My opinion on this is that men and women are different. God created us with differences, and that should be acknowledged. For instance, while men may struggle with emotional matching, this is not necessarily a flaw, but rather a different way of processing the world. We need to focus on understanding each other, rather than trying to conform to what we imagine the other should be. Additionally, there's a perspective that men always come back when a woman pulls her energy back. The source suggests that the woman should then decide if she wants to take them back or not. And while the video presenter does state that this person should have the option to leave this person in the past, we should be aware that this kind of advice does not address the deeper issues at play. The truth is, relationships require work and commitment. If someone is constantly leaving and coming back, it speaks to a lack of responsibility and depth in the relationship. We should not be so quick to receive people that have demonstrated that they are not capable of commitment.
The one who cares the least holds the most power. The reason you're frustrated, stressed out, can't think is because you're overly invested in a person or a situation that is not beneficial. If you are a woman dealing with a man, you should be benefiting with him being in your life. Not stressed out, not in a masculine role, not trying to help him discover his purpose or help him find some money. That is not your role. Men are simple. We make things complicated. He ain't playing no date. He don't like you like that. He only want to see you at nighttime. He see you as a booty call. He only available certain hours of the day. Somebody else is in the picture. Come on now, like, they are really that simple. That's why they always get caught cheating. They never successfully cheat. They are terrible cheaters. Why? Because they are so simple. We make things complicated. A man once said, I don't have to lie to a woman. If she likes me enough, she'll lie to herself. Ladies, it's time to wake up. Somebody comment below, wake up. Prioritize beauty and fitness so that you will have options. You don't prioritize beauty and fitness, you may feel like he's the best option or that's the best you can do because you're not making yourself a priority. But baby, once you walk into your currency as a woman, you will never have to settle for abuse, to be somebody's second option, for somebody to breadcrumb you, for somebody to save you for later. But you have to flow in your currency. I need all the women to comment below, I'm flowing in my currency. All right, I love y'all.
Another point raised in the video is about how men are simple. And while I do agree that men aren't as emotionally complex as women, this perspective runs the risk of oversimplifying their nature and can lead to generalizations. Men and women, as humans, are complex beings created in God's image, and we must treat each other with kindness and seek to understand them rather than simplifying them. Men should be challenged to grow, just as women should, but not in a way that diminishes their personhood. Nikki's story.
How to not get triggered when your man is looking at other women or liking other women pictures by simply doing the same thing. That's it. You gotta mirror his behavior. You see, men don't like when you do it because their egos are very fragile, and that's just too damn bad. You shouldn't have played this game because it's going to be a game over. You're going to have a triple L, as in loser, because you lost. You don't play that game. But since he wants to play, you finish. You want to look at other women? I'm going to look at other men that got way more money. And I may flirt with them. So go ahead, play. You want to like other women pictures? I can like other men. And don't get a man that looks better. Please don't. Now, is that childish? It can be. But you wasn't the one that started. He did. All you doing is finishing it. That's not your problem. Y'all suffer for no reason. You are a woman. All you really gotta do is go outside. That's it. Because you have way more options than him. He has to do so much just to get a number. Not you. So stop being triggered. And just mirror his behavior. That's it.
If he's not giving you princess treatment, you don't give him any treatment. If he's sweet to you, you're sweet back. If he does nice things for you, you get excited. If he suddenly gets cold, you disappear. If he doesn't make you feel important, you don't even know his name. You mirror what he does. You don't get desperate and run after them. When he gets cold, you get warmer to make up for it. That's how they know they've got you. They've conquered you. They have you in a chokehold. They don't have to do anything. No, you mirror what he does and you show him you can get the sweetness and nice things from somewhere else. When you're not running after them, they know that means she has other options. That's what you do. I once told someone, and do not do this. You show them through your actions, not through words. Words is peasant mindset. When you're telling someone, I'll get it from somewhere else, they already know they've got you, babe. Because if you had other options, you just go. So even if you do have other options, by telling them, they know that emotionally they have you. So it doesn't even matter. But I did once say, and for this lesson, I'm going to tell you. I said, I'm here because I like you, not because nobody else likes me. So instead of saying it, show him. Walk. Go on a date with someone else. Period.
In the video, Nikki's story is used to highlight how women should not overextend themselves by giving lavish gifts to men that are not their partners. I agree with this. We should not enable unhealthy relationship dynamics, but this experience is an opportunity to reflect on what we expect from others and whether those expectations are realistic and biblical. The importance of discernment. As Christians, we must not get carried away with fleeting trends. We should be grounded in principles of love, respect, and mutual care.
Hey yo, can y'all please do me a favor if you're dating? Just roll out these relationship type benefits slowly. Because anybody can fake 8 to 12 weeks. That ain't nothing, especially when you in lust. But I want you to never do more for a man than he's willing to do for you. Like, just learn how to just mirror his behavior back to him. And I don't mean lower your worth, but I'm just saying that a man is a provider and a leader, right? Cool. Let me tell you this crazy story about my friend Nikki, who was once dating this guy, and she asked him, hey, what are we? And he was like, I don't know, we just cool, I guess. Let me tell you how his birthday comes around, and she bought her friend 4 gifts to symbolize the 4 months that they were together. So she was running around for weeks trying to plan this whole thing and to make it perfect. Long story short, her friend didn't get her anything. Look, I get it. Some women love the act of giving, but spoiling a man that's not even your man is trash. I keep telling you to know your worth. Me and you been at this for a long time. And especially if you got my Diamond Series ebooks. And I'm not going for that. In the act of gift giving, if he gives you a gift that adds up to $50, then you can also spend a gift that adds up to $50. If he wants more, you need to see him put up more. Because it just doesn't make any sense if he gave you a $50 gift, but you gave him a $500 gift. Like, it's all about teaching a man and what you're not going to put up with. And I know sometimes it can be a little hard, right? But hear me out. You just taught him that he can give you the minimum and he'll receive great things in return. Peel back a little bit and let him lead. If he's upset, well, you can say, well, a man is supposed to lead, right? So why would I do anything more than what you're doing? See, for Nikki, she had to learn this lesson the hard way because of months of giving her good attention, love, energy, and she wasn't even worth a fucking gift card in his eyes. I know it's the thought that matters. yeah, I get it. But they're showing you so much about how little they think of you when it's time to turn words into actions. Birthdays, holidays, always expose the real from the fake in my eyes. So Nikki had to learn that lesson the hard way. She had to learn that when you give a man anything he didn't earn, he will feel like you're pursuing him, or he'll feel entitled, and you'll never get his best efforts. But when you mirror a man, he's able to see his behavior back onto himself. And so again, if he trips, just tell him you are following his lead. It's not games. It's just showing the person they get out what they put in. So I hope this helps. And again, if you haven't got the Diamond Series, Diamond in the Dirt book, the link is in my bio. It's up for grabs. I love you. We'll talk soon. On God, love.
Finally, the video also addresses what happens when men look at other women. The video suggests that women should mirror this behavior. This kind of retaliatory action will only add to an already unstable relationship, and it can easily breed resentment and bitterness. We are called to purity in our actions, so engaging in the same actions that we condemn only hurts ourselves and others. In conclusion, while some of the advice in the video may come from a place of wanting women to be more empowered and not taken advantage of, as Christians we must think critically. We should approach relationships with grace, humility, and a genuine desire to reflect the love of Christ. Our focus must not be on playing games, but on building healthy and God-centered relationships that glorify Him.